Thank you very much to everybody. My name is Alejandro Garcia. I'm Iberica Managing Director. Today we are going to make a webinar about the requirements that you have to be agreed in order that you want to sell your medical devices or cosmetic or pharmaceutic products to the Gulf area or to India. It's going to be a very interesting and detailed presentation. So the schedule for today, for this 1 hour that we are going to have for the meeting, is going to make a little presentation of the INQ group. This presentation I'm going to make in Spanish if you want, because the most of the companies that you are here are from Spain. That is the objective. And later the presentation will be delivered in the English language. Okay. Anyway, if you have any question or you can understand any concept, please let us to know, because we are going to try to clarify. Okay. Later to make a little presentation about the INQ group, I'm going to introduce INQ in the Arabia area and in India. And later they are going to make the presentation. The idea is that if you have any question or hesitate, you can do that at 11:40. And we are going to have 20 minutes to discuss in order to clarify any kind of question. Of course, if your question is confidentiality, you can send an email to our team, and we are going to try to give your solution, an answer to your solution. Okay. So I'm going to start to introduce the INQ group. Okay, because perhaps you are clients of INQ Iberica, but you know really what we are. So I'm going to pass to speak en Spanish. Okay. Grupo IMQ. El Grupo IMQ son las siglas del Instituto Italiano del Marco de Qualità. Digamos que somos la entidad de certificación número 1 en Italia. Por poner un símil, podemos ser lo más similar a lo que existe en España, que es AENOR, pero con una gran diferencia. Nosotros no creamos normativa certificable, no creamos normativa, en este caso, UNI, que sería una norma italiana. Existe un organismo independiente a todas las entidades de certificación en Italia, que es UNI, que es quien crea las normas, mientras que aquí en España, por ejemplo, está más vinculado UNE a lo que es AENOR. Indudablemente, nuestra misión, nuestra visión es hacer una auditoría constructiva. Creo que si todos ustedes son clientes nuestros, tanto en certificación de sistema como en certificación de producto, han podido ver el enfoque que siempre intentamos dar a nuestras auditorías o inspecciones. Un enfoque constructivo, intentando aportar ayuda, solución, pero siempre, indudablemente, sin superar la barrera de la consultoría. ¿Qué es el Grupo IMQ? Pues el Grupo IMQ es un conglomerado de empresas que se dedican en su mayoría a la realización de auditorías de certificación e inspección. En este caso, el origen como tal es IMQ S.p.A., que es la que vemos en grande, diferenciada en color verde, que es de la que dependemos la mayoría de las filiales a nivel mundial. Luego vemos que está CSI, que es una compañía del grupo muy focalizada al sector de la automoción, pruebas de choque, pruebas de velocidad, todo tipo de inspecciones en vehículos. Y recientemente se abrió oficina en United Kingdom, que le vemos, digamos, el logotipo un poco más apartado. La compañía también está haciendo una apuesta por el desarrollo tecnológico y ha comprado una serie de organizaciones centralizadas en los servicios en Q-Minded, que se dedica más al tema del Red Team, Black Attack o Purple Team, que son, digamos, pruebas de intrusión en materia de ciberseguridad. Bien. El objetivo fundamental de nuestra organización, repito, no hacemos consultoría, lo tenemos totalmente prohibido, nos dedicamos a lo que es el testing y las certificaciones, tanto de sistema como de producto. Y estamos entrando en el área de la ingeniería a través de la ciberseguridad. Centrándonos un poco más en el sector en el que vamos a hablar, sector médico, sector cosmético, bueno, a nivel de sistemas, indudablemente, la ISO 9000 es la base, la madre de todo tipo de normativas, pero pues, estamos certificando con grandísimo éxito en España contra la ISO 13485, que es certificación de sistemas de calidad en la fabricación de los productos médicos, y también entrando en la ISO 22716, que es la fabricación de productos cosméticos. Indudablemente, esto sería lo que es sistema. Luego en producto, el MDR a nivel de producto médico y también con gran éxito MDSAP para certificación válida en diferentes países. El origen de la compañía. En 1951 se crea un laboratorio oficial del Ministerio de Industria italiano para la realización de pruebas de seguridad eléctrica y compatibilidad electromagnética. Eso es IMQ como tal. Ese es nuestro origen. ¿Qué ocurre? Que a finales de los años 80, a principios de los 90, empiezan a salir normativas del sistema de gestión, con lo cual la compañía tiende a, digamos, derivarse a ese tipo también de actividad, certificación de sistema, cuando históricamente nuestro core central siempre ha sido la certificación de producto. Y a partir del año 2000 es cuando empezamos a hacer ya el desarrollo a nivel mundial. Concretamente, en el caso de España, se abrió en el año 2004, se comenzó con una oficina en Barcelona para posteriormente trasladarla a Madrid y tenemos un laboratorio de compatibilidad electromagnética y seguridad eléctrica en Valencia. Indudablemente, en España, perdón, en Italia, que es donde se encuentra la sede central, la oficina, la headquarter office en Milán, pero con presencia y representación en todo el país transalpino. A nivel mundial, ¿dónde nos encontramos? Como he comentado anteriormente, en España, tanto en Madrid como en Valencia. Tenemos oficinas en Alemania, en Emiratos Árabes, que también acabamos de abrir en la India, dependiendo de esta oficina de Wolf, en el Reino Unido, en Londres, en Polonia, Turquía y China. Somos más de 1.400 personas en plantilla, certificando unos 115.000 productos con más de 40.000 inspecciones anuales. La facturación del grupo en el 2023 fue de 134 millones de euros con un EBITDA casi de 25 millones de euros. Y como concepto, como particularidad, como filosofía de nuestra compañía, siempre tenemos que realizar una inversión en equipos, infraestructura, personal, con lo cual el año 2023 fueron de cerca de 7 millones de euros. Indudablemente, en todo tipo de norma que trabajamos, acreditada. Es la gran diferencia, el elemento diferenciador positivo que podemos tener respecto a gran parte de la competencia. Todos nuestros certificados que emitimos, ya sean de sistema como de producto, van con acreditaciones. Eso supone una garantía. Se supone que nosotros somos auditados como mínimo una vez al año por normativa, con lo cual es una exigencia y un control muy, muy férreo. Sectores principales, indudablemente todos los sectores son importantes, pero particularmente tenemos dos sectores actualmente que están en alza. Probablemente el primero es el medical devices, cosméticos, está creciendo muchísimo a nivel mundial. Y el sector de la cybersecurity también, digamos, es una línea muy, muy interesante y potente de futuro. Ahora podemos ver unas diferentes fotos de los diferentes laboratorios que tenemos a nivel mundial, tanto en Milán, como aquí en España, como podemos tener ahora mismo también en la India. Y centrados en esta slide también en las pruebas de automoción que realizamos en las oficinas de CSI, la empresa del grupo que se dedica a este sector. Nuestro lema es Together Toward Excellence, con lo cual esperamos que nuestras certificaciones y nuestras auditorías e inspecciones les lleven a la excelencia en base a la aportación que podamos dar. No solo el certificado, que es una herramienta comercial, sino también la mejora de procesos en la que podamos ayudar a la organización. And I pass my word to INQ Wolf in order that I can introduce the company and start with the concept at the objective of this webinar.
Yeah, thank you very much, Senior Alejandro. We would like to open the floor now to Senior Stefano Ferretti for IMQ Gulf.
Well, good morning and good afternoon. Good morning to Spain and good afternoon to the rest of us, to all. And it is a pleasure to be all with you. My name is Stefano Ferretti. I'm Managing Director of IMQ Gulf and CEO of IMQ India. And as I said before, beside me is Mr. Kiran, who is the COO of IMQ India. The presentation is, I'm going to simply say hello to everybody. Thank you, Alejandro, for the introduction. It is always a pleasure to be in this kind of webinars because we believe in the interaction between the various companies of the universe of IMQ. And this is something that is going more and more as a normal attitude and a normal approach to global business, because IMQ is a globally is a company that becomes more and more global. The presence of IMQ Gulf and the investment of IMQ Gulf into India in the last few months is the witness of the fact that we are pushing much more on the rest of the world. So thank you very much again. It's a pleasure to be with you. I will definitely give the floor to Harold and the team from Gulf, and then to Kiran to explain to you what we do and what kind of services we provide from India. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Senior Stefano. I'd like to call now the speaker who will speak to us on the household or low voltage equipment regulations and other regulations related to the products of those who are here. I'd like to call on Engineer Anupama.
So thank you, everyone. And good morning to Spain and good afternoon to other people. So I'm presenting here about IMQ Gulf, the product certification for electrical products under MOIAT scheme. So I would like to introduce what is MOIAT. MOIAT is known as Ministry of Industry and Advanced Technology in the UAE, which is a governing body responsible for regulating and overseeing industrial and technological activities in this country. MOIAT plays a significant role in formulating policies, strategies, and regulations to promote the growth and development of industries while ensuring compliance with international standards and best practices. And MOIAT is providing a certificate of conformity, which is a document that attests to the fact that the product or service meet the specified requirements, standards, and regulations set by MOIAT. So there are two, in United Arab Emirates, there are two main types of certificate of conformity, which is ECAS and EQM. And I will tell more about ECAS and EQM in the further slides. As IMQ Gulf can provide you this particular services, MOIAT, ECAS and EQM certificate of conformity, SASO, SABA certificate of conformity, and SQM. And also we can provide you the service for the GMARC certificate of conformity for the low voltage equipment products. So when it comes to ECAS, what is called an ECAS certificate or what is called an EQM certificate? So ECAS certificate of conformity, which it is required for customs clearance and the introduction of products into the marketplace of the UAE. Product subjects to ECAS must undergo testing and assessment to verify their compliance with applicable UAE standards, and the validity of the certificate is 1 year, and recertification is required if the product is still sold in the market. And EQM certificate, which is Emirates Quality Mark, which is a mark of conformity granted to the products that can demonstrate compliance with the relevant UAE national standard, regional and or international standard, and are manufactured by an organization implementing an effective quality management system to ensure continuous compliance. And we require an on-site factory audit, and this is voluntary, and for some products, these are mandatory mark. And we are notified. IMQ Gulf is an approved notified body by MOIAT, SASO, and GSO to issue COC, and you can use the license to license of mark of conformity. And these are the some list of products that IMQ Gulf is notified for low voltage electrical products, which is household and commercial appliances. We are also notified for laser products, lighting products, energy efficiency products. We are regulated for notified for ROHS regulation and also electronic cigarette. These are some examples of the products which comes under LVE category. Most of the products are familiar to you people. And this is the product category list under laser. And this is the product category list under lighting category. And these are the products which comes under energy efficiency labeling requirement. And a wide range of products which comes under the ROHS regulation, which is restriction of hazardous substances regulation. There are a lot of products which comes under this regulation. So it's almost 3 slides, this particular.
Including medical.
Including medical, yes. And we summarize here the ECAS and EQM documentation requirements and ROHS COC requirements. A UAE valid trade license is mandatory for ECAS or EQM, or for any services under MOIAT. A valid trade license is a mandatory requirement. A test report is a mandatory requirement. Manual in English and Arabic is another mandatory requirement. The rating label is another mandatory requirement. And there are some applicable declarations like PID, product identity declarations, or risk assessment, energy efficiency test report if applicable, and the declaration of no change in the critical component. So this kind of some internal declarations are required, and apart from the test report requirements. The electronic, as I said earlier, electronic products, nicotine products is also regulated under MOIAT, and we are also notified for this particular category. And these are the document requirement for the particular product. Apart from CB report and the battery product report, so some declarations like DOC, complaints to the plug, those kind of documents we required apart from the test report requirement. And when it comes to the validity of the certificate, ECAS COC or ROHS COC, which is called mainly named as ECAS, which is validity is 1 year, and the EQM COC is validity is 3 years. Where in ECAS COC, we are doing only the document review, whereas in EQM COC, we are doing the document review and the factory assessment as per ISO 9001, and there will be an annual surveillance in between these 3 years. So this is all about MOIAT certification. Now I'm going to Saudi SASO certification requirements. So what is SASO? SASO is actually Saudi Standards Metrology and Quality Organization. It is a national standard and quality organization in Saudi Arabia responsible for developing and maintaining standards, metrology, and quality system within the country. And I believe you all know about the Saber name. Saber is actually is a system service. It's a digital platform where manufacturers or importers and traders can apply for their product certification. They can register their products in Saber platform and demonstrate their compliance with the Saudi standard. The The SASO Certificate of Conformity is an official document issued by SASO in Saudi Arabia. This certificate confirms that the product, whether domestically manufactured or imported, has undergone a necessary assessment and testing to ensure its conformity with relevant Saudi standards and regulations. And Saudi SASO, there is a program called Salim. This Salim includes two-stage certification process, and which is one is product certification and other one is shipment certification to all the regulated products exported to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the product certification is valid for 1 year, and the shipment certification is valid for each shipment. And to facilitate this certification process, we can approach as IMQ Gulf. SASO has approved us as a notified body to issue the product certificate of conformity, which is named as PCOC, and shipment certificate of conformity, which is named as SCOC for the regulated products. So this is actually the slide detailing about the SASO Certificate of Conformity and SQM Certificate of Conformity, where SASO Conformity Certificate is typically required for customs clearance when importing goods to Saudi Arabia. Without this certificate, your products may not be allowed to entry to the country's market. Products and Shipment Certificate of Conformity is applied and registered via Sabre platform. The validity of the certificate, as I said earlier, the validity of the certificate is 1 year. If it is required, you need to do the annual renewal also. Saudi Quality Mark is a mark of compliance when given to the products that adhere to the relevant standards of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, whether on a local, regional, or a global scale. Furthermore, these items are manufactured by a company that has implemented an effective quality management system to ensure the consistent compliance. And same like EQM, Emirates Quality Mark, here Saudi Quality Mark also required an on-site factory audit, and you can do it as a voluntary certification, and for some products, this is a mandatory mark. And IMQ Gulf is a scope of product certification under the SASO scheme. We are notified for this product categories: LVE, low voltage equipment, telecommunication devices, portable and oriented handheld machines, energy efficiency labeling, IECW recognition certificate, ROHS complaints, and electronic batteries. Same like MOIAD certificates, here SASO certification also required some document requirement, and which the Saudi Arabia trade license and test report are the mandatory requirement. Apart from that, there are some additional requirement is also required, which is already explained here. SQM certificate, which is SASO Quality Mark certificate. As I said earlier, a factory audit is required as per ISO 9001, and there will be 2 annual surveillance will be there apart from the document review. So Sabre PCOC is valid for 1 year. Sabre SCOC is per shipment validity, and SQM is valid for 3 years. And the last scope under IMQ Gulf is GSO notification, which is a Gulf Technical Regulation for Low Voltage Equipment and Appliances as per GSO Regulation BD 14/2004-01. So this GSO or G mark is a mandatory requirement for low voltage equipment and appliances which are going to Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and Yemen. So there are a list of products which are under this regulation, which is electrical fans, washing machine, hair dryers or hand dryers, microwave oven, water heater, air conditioner, toaster, refrigerator, food grinders, mixtures, juice extractor, heating apparatus, cookers, electric irons, and plugs and socket outlets. So these are the 13 categories which are regulated under GMARC. And same like other certification service, there will be a document requirement for this GMARC certification also. And the certificate is valid for 3 years. It's completely the document review. There will not be any factory audit or nothing in this case. And for the product certificate of conformity, local manufacturers, distributors or importers, brand owners, buyers or traders. These are the people who can apply for a certificate of conformity. And this is a certification process followed by IMQ Gulf. The step 1 is we need to receive the application based on the customer requirement and provided information. Then we will review this application and procedure certification plan. Then we will evaluate the documents. Then we will review the technical review of the test report and technical file. And in step 5, we will be granting the final certification. If applicable, there will be a factory assessment for the applicable products. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Anupama. Now to the second presenter, Engineer Firosa, who will present to us the requirements for cosmetic products.
Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon to others who are staying in India and Gulf region. So myself, Firoza, I'm certification engineer for chemical department in IMQ Gulf. So I'll be covering the schemes that are covered by IMQ Gulf in chemical section. So this slide, the first slide and second slide is already covered by my colleague, Miss Anupama. So I'll skip this. Okay, so under chemical categories, IMQ Gulf scope, IMQ Gulf is notified for textiles, food contact materials, electronic cigarettes, perfumes, cosmetics and personal care product, bottled drinking water, and recently we have also acquired successfully tobacco and tobacco products and nicotine pouches. So first, we will go into detail about cosmetics and perfumes. So under MOIAT scheme, we have ECA certification for cosmetic products. Under cosmetics products, the categories that are involved are these categories such as baby products, bath products, eye makeup products, facial makeup products, hair care, hair dye, nail, oral care, personal cleanliness, shaving products, face care products, body care, hand care, foot care, sunscreen and suntan products, and hair removing products. So these are all the product categories that are under cosmetics. So what is the service requirement for registration of these particular cosmetics into MOIAT scheme, that is ECAS, as already informed to you by Miss Anupama. So these are all the basic requirements, document requirement. First of all, the UAE trade license is mandatory requirement for registration into this service, and the test report as per the Gulf standard, and the test report shall be accredited laboratory from the accredited laboratory, and then the ingredient list, okay, the free sale certificate, distributor agreement, GMP compliance, artwork, MSDS, certificate of analysis, and also electronic declaration of conformity. So these are all the service requirements to successfully register your product under ECA scheme. So next is the perfume category. So perfume category is having total of 6 categories, that is perfumes, splash, EDP, EDT, cologne, and concentrated oils. These 6 categories are differentiated according to the alcohol and oil percentages in the perfume, and the requirements is similar to cosmetics. Okay. mostly the requirements are similar to cosmetics, so I'll skip this part. Okay, so for now that I have explained cosmetic and perfumes, because this is our agenda today, and now I'm going forward to medical products classification and registration. We can provide you the facilitation services to apply your medical products and to classify your medical products into UAE market and also register successfully into the UAE market. So what is the this particular services is provided to you by Ministry of Health and Prevention from UAE government. Okay, this service, the product classification service, allows you to successfully categorize this product based on presentation or composition or use and design. Requirements may vary based on the nature of the product, risk, class, and regulatory status. So this is totally managed by Ministry of Health and Prevention. We can provide you the facilitation for that. So the classification service process starts from, like, you need to go to the MOHAP website, fill in the product details, attach the required documents, and then what are all the required documents. So as you might be aware that for any medical device registration, we need authorized person in UAE. So that authorized person Emirates ID is required to be submitted. Then certificate from regulatory authority of country of origin is required. A photo of the product, leaflet, product catalog for medical devices, inner pack label, outer pack label, composition certificate, registration and marketing status in other countries, product samples in their final origin pack upon request. If they request anything like MOHAP quality control lab analysis report, a letter of authorization from marketing authorization holder. So these all are the requirements for classifying your products from MOHAP. So next is the registration of medical device. So registration of medical device is also managed by MOHAP, Ministry of Health and Prevention. This service enables the registration of medical equipment for import and trade in the UAE. The service process involves submitting requests electronically and complete payment. Then technical committees review and submit the recommendations. Decision letters sent to the concerned companies. Follow up with the analysis section at drug department. Companies submit additional requirements if needed. Further review for deferred registrations. Approved registrations receive certificates. So next, what is the required documents? So required documents will be the application form, factory registration certificate, free sale, agency contract, certificate of quality conformity, and post-marketing monetary requirements, product informations, laboratory requirements, one sample, certificate of analysis, declaration of conformity to medical equipment manual, safety and efficiency data, COC. So these are all the requirements for registration of the medical products. So now I'll discuss about registration of pharmaceutical products for general sales. For example, if your product is a cosmetic, but it doesn't comes under cosmetic, but it comes under medical product. So for such cases, we can register your product in MOHAP services. So this service enables the customers to submit application to register simple pharmaceutical products with limited medicinal usage, which cannot be considered medicines and are intended for general sale. This includes products such as dietary supplements, medical cosmetics, and medical disinfectants. So the service involves same, like you will log into the MOHAP, submit the requested documents. The competent technical committees will deliberate the registration of products. Declarations should be addressed to the concerned companies, and the customer will follow up with the pharmacological analysis section of drug department. So the company should complete the requirement and submit them online. The relevant technical and ministerial committees will re-deliberate the registration of products that have been deferred, issuing certificates of registration that have been approved, and registration certificates are valid for 5 years, effective from the date of committee approval. Issuing pharmaceutical certificates for locally manufactured pharmaceutical products, valid for 1 year, effective from the date of issuance. So what are all the requirements? So these slides include, there are like long list of requirements. So I'll just give you a brief of that. So certificate of pharmaceutical product in accordance to WHO, which contains the brand name, the detailed formulation, name of the company, and you have to provide the sample of the products, the valid registration certificate. If you are manufacturing in company issued by MOHAP UAE with internet production light, halal certificate issued by, if needed, they will also request you for the halal certificate. Okay, a statement issued by the company confirming that the product to be registered is free from all these kind of materials. If the product contains any animal derived, then that type of animal, what kind of animal type and all, everything is should be mentioned in that particular product. So there are like other list of documents. So these are all the list of documents that to be submitted to MOHAP for successfully registering your products into MOHAP services. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you, Engineer Perosa.
So this is our current capability. As we progress, we are adding additional scope. In next 3 to 4 months, we are planning to have additional scope on different particular standards and collateral standards as well. I will skip the team. You know, you have already met the team. Stefano is here, myself, and some of the products we have tested include mostly AEDs, automated external defibrillators. There is also multi-parameter monitors, infusion pumps, pain relieving devices, electrosurgical devices, laser surgery device, phaco emulsifier, urinary flow meters, and quite a lot of infant body warmers and infant phototherapy devices. So these are some of the products so far we have tested. You can see some of these pictures as well. And the test setup, current test setup in India, a few pictures of our equipment. So for 1-2, we do non-chamber tests currently. And for chamber, we have a EMC partner, couple of partners locally available. So we use the partner labs there. This is our partner lab test facility. And a few of the clients include, quite a lot of them from India. We do have few from Spain as well, AMI Italia, LED Spa. They have been our clients. And a few from US, Cardiac Science, Criticare, and majority of them are out of India, including major partners. V-Titan is one of them. HRS Navigation, Curotherm, BPL, Zeal Medicals. These are all some of the clients in India. So this is a small presentation for our safety and performance testing based out of India, our lab. It's a NABL certified, our local accreditation body, NABL. And also we are ISO 17025 accredited testing laboratory over here. I'm going to briefly talk about our partner lab, which takes care of biocompatibility. I do have that presentation. I will quickly show you the presentation. Okay, our local partner for biocompatibility is DIQC Life Sciences. We have a very technical collaboration and also close partnership to utilize their labs. They're accredited in accordance with GMP, GLP, OED, and ISO 17025. So some of our services include analytical, bioanalytical, in vivo testing, and microbiological testing as well. All the biocompatibility studies are in accordance with ISO 10993-1. And we do have tailored studies, for specific needs, non-rodent, rodent, avian, fish, and others, as per requirements of the client. Chemical characterization is in accordance with 10993-18. And all the bioanalytical testing is listed. We will share this entire, presentation showcase to you so that you get a complete idea of each one of the characterization testing we can do over here. Latex testing also is done, ethylene oxide residue. In microbiological testing, cleaning, disinfection, sterilization, package integrity, shelf life, environmental monitoring, and clean room validation as well. Some pictures of our infrastructure. A little detail on the facility, the animal facility, 46 rooms with HVAC system, access control, fire alarm, quality assurance, bioanalytical R&D is also set up with HPLC, LCMS, Spectra, microbiology, genotoxology, document control, quarantine rooms, and US FDA approved laboratory these, and these are some of our clients. You will see LED Spa from Italy and Thermosalvage Spain also is our customer. For EU MDR approvals, these are some of our customers. And location, that's about it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kiran. Thank you very much for the presentation session.
Alejandro, before you end up, thank you very much for this opportunity. It's always a pleasure, as you know very well. And we are all at your services, at your service, Iberica, and naturally your clients in Spain. Whatever queries you have, do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you again for attending.
Thank you.
Señor Alejandro.
Yeah, I would like to thank to all the team that have been involved in this webinar. Thank you very much for your time, for your support. And of course, to all the attendees that have been there. And I repeat, we are open to give you an answer to all the questions that you had for the two markets, for the Gulf area and for the India area. So thank you very much again for everything.